Hi everybody, and thank you very much for joining me today for this live lesson. My name's Helen. If you don't know me, I'm head teacher here at Los Angeles English School. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel yet, but you'd like to get notified of all our upcoming videos and new lessons, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. All right, so today we're going to talk about jobs and occupation. So this lesson is aimed at beginners and also at elementary level learners, but everyone is welcome. All right, so let's get down to work. So we're going first to start with looking at different jobs and occupations. So on the screen, you will see different pictures that represent different jobs. So if these words are new for you, make sure to say these words after me twice so that you can memorize them. So this is a teacher, teacher. So I'm an English teacher. This is a math teacher, a history teacher, or a PE teacher. So when you go shopping, you have people who sell things, and the person who sells things is called a seller. A seller. By the way, I have the information about people who join us. Hi guys, again, I can see Alex, I can see Kate. Thank you very much for joining me. It's nice to see you here. So let's go back to seller. Seller. So sometimes when we go to big malls or supermarkets, we also have people who help us choose different things. They don't just sell things, but you can ask them some questions and they will help you. These people are called shop assistants. So shop assistant, shop assistant. I hope that you got this difference A seller, it's a person who just sells things. A shop assistant helps us choose different things. All right, so the next, this woman is so if you know, let me know in the chat box. So guys, I can see your answers. I'm encouraging you to go on typing your answers. And it's cashier, cashier, cashier. I bet that everyone knows this job. This is a photographer, photographer, photographer. This guy is, there are two options. The first one is a taxi driver. A taxi driver. You also can call this guy a cab driver. In American English, taxi is very often called cab, cab driver. Taxi driver, cab driver. So this lady is a secretary, a secretary, a secretary. Pretty easy. All right, this serious guy is a police officer, police officer, or you also can call him policeman, policeman, police officer, policeman. And that guy in a white uniform is a doctor, doctor, doctor. This nice girl is a nurse, nurse. Yeah, I can see the answer. Manager. Yeah, that woman secretary. Yeah, she was standing by her manager. Yeah, that's okay. So, and this is nurse. A person who serves you at a cafe or at a restaurant, and if it's a male person, you can call him a waiter. Waiter. So in British English, this is usually pronounced waiter, like true T, but Americans will say waiter, waiter, waiter. If it's a woman, so if it's a male person, then you would say exactly waitress, waitress, waitress. And this guy is doing very serious things. And he is a firefighter, firefighter. Or you also can say fireman, fireman, firefighter, fireman. All right, it's also very important job, I think, because I always have problems in the bathroom. So this guy is called a plumber. Plumber. Be careful, guys, because here we spell this word with a B, but we don't pronounce this word. Plumber. 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 So now, guys, let's recycle these jobs. So here I have a task for you. Listen to some statements or questions and type your answers in the chat box. So these people work in malls and shops. So which jobs do you remember? These people work in malls and shops? Let me know in the chat box. So guys, people who work in malls and shops are sellers, shop assistants, and cashiers. So shop assistants, sellers, and cashiers work in malls and shops. I remember policemen. Yeah, I think policemen, they don't actually work in malls and shops, but maybe they sometimes visit these places to check that everything is okay. All right, so we have the next statement. We call this person when we have some problems in our bathroom. So who is this guy who we call if we have problems in our bathroom? Who remembers? So we have to call a plumber. So you would need to call a plumber if you have problems in your bathroom. Fireman! Yeah, if we have a fire in our bathroom, then we would call a fireman. Okay, plumber, exactly. All right. So these people work in cafes and bring us food and drinks. Who are they? All right, so waiters and waitresses, these are people who work in cafes and restaurants and they bring us food and drinks. All right, the next one. You go to this person when you're in danger. So, who is this person? Technically, it has to be a police officer or a policeman. So, if we have some problems, for example, on the street something happened, we would need to go to a police officer. Yeah, I can see the answers. Great guys, thanks. All right, so the next one. These people work at the hospital and help us when we're sick. Who are these people? So, doctors and nurses work at hospitals and cure the sick. All right, the next one. This is somebody who works at school, trains, and instructs others. So, somebody who works at school, maybe college or university. Who is this person? Of course, it's a teacher. So, teachers work at schools, colleges, universities, train, and instruct others. So, we call them when a fire starts. So, who do we call when a fire starts? Of course, we would call a firefighter or a fireman when a fire starts. Great, yeah, I can see Alex, super fireman, exactly. Okay, so she helps her boss organize his routine and meetings. So she helps her boss organize his routine and meetings. Who is this person? So, a secretary helps her boss organize his routine and meetings. Yes, secretary, exactly, guys. You're right. You're doing good job. All right, so you can call this person if you want to have nice wedding photos. Who is this person? So you want to have great, beautiful wedding photos. Who do you need to call? Of course, you would need a photographer. A photographer will help you to have great photos. All right, and I have two questions for you guys. So, what do you think in your country? What are some of the most common jobs for men? Let me know in the chat box. So, in your country, what are the most common, means popular, jobs for men? Mostly men do these jobs. So, what do you think these jobs are? So, policeman, doctor, fireman. Interesting, Alex. Okay. So, I think that the most common professions or jobs for men are plumbers, firefighters, cab drivers, police officers, and I think builders. So, people who build houses. So now let's think about very common jobs for women. So what are the most common jobs for women in your country? Let me know in the chat box. So, to my mind, the most common jobs for women are probably teachers and nurses and secretaries. Yeah, I think that these are the common jobs for women. So, what do you guys think? So, Kate, nurse, secretary, seller. Yeah, that's right, seller, exactly. Okay, thank you. All right, so moving on. Now we're going to talk about different things or responsibilities or duties that different professions perform. So if you look at the teacher, what do teachers do? So what do they guys do? So teachers teach. Teach. You can see this little letter V, it means verb, action. So teachers teach others. Teach, exactly, Kate. Yeah, that's right. All right, what about plumbers? What do they do? Yeah, I have the answer. She thought him. Make sure that is taught. So we think, thought, and taught is just a little bit different spelling. Fixed. Yeah, so they fix different things. That's great. So I have the answer here. So we have the word fix, or you also can say repair. A repair. So plumbers repair and connect, so they put them together, water pipes and devices. So water pipes, these are pipes where water flows. And devices, these are these little different things that they use for making things work. So a plumber repairs and connects. water pipes, and devices. Yeah, instead of repairs, you can also say fixes. All right. So, what do sellers do? So, they sell. Sellers sell. So, it's a verb. They sell different things. It can be foods, it can be different clothes, and other stuff. All right, so let's move on. What about photographers? What is their job? So, photographers take photos. Take photos. And this is a collocation. Make sure that it's not do photos, not make photos, but take photos. They take photos. What about waiters and waitresses? Waiters and waitresses. They serve customers. So they take your order, they bring your order, and then they give you a bill and they ask you what you need and how your things are going. So they serve customers. Customers means clients. Serve customers. Help them for something. Yeah, you can say help them with something. Mm-hmm. All right. So, what about taxi drivers or cab drivers? What do you think they do? So they drive somebody. So you can drive a car or you can drive somebody. So you can say bring me home or drive me home. So taxi drivers or cab drivers, they drive people, which means bring people to different places where these people need to go. Yeah, I have here nice or smile. Yes, they smile as well. Take people from place to place. Exactly. Okay. So, what about secretaries? What are their responsibilities? They have many responsibilities actually, but what comes to your mind? So here I have one responsibility that they have is take calls. Hi, it's Helen here. How may I help you? So they take calls. Help people. Yeah, they also help people, it's true. People who come to the offices, they give directions, they ask what people need exactly. Take calls, send message. Yeah, okay, they take calls and they send messages. Mm-hmm. Okay. What about police officers or policemen? What is their job? What do they have to do? By the way, it's a tough job. I think it's very difficult and it's very responsible and serious, dangerous. So, what do they have to do? So, they have to protect people and keep order. Protect people. If you're in danger, they have to protect you. And they keep order. They need to make sure that everything is going well and it's fine and no one does any bad thing. So they keep order. All right. What about doctors? So what do doctors do? They cure. So if, for example, we have a person who is sick, the doctor will give medications. Probably the patient would need an operation in some serious situations. So the doctor needs to cure the sick. Cure. But first, of course, they have to examine people. So doctors examine and cure the sick. Exactly, Kate. Yeah, I see. Care a child. Yeah, so you can say they take care of children. Exactly. So in this situation, this doctor is taking care of this little girl. Exactly. Okay, and how about nurses? Nurses, what do they do? It's a very similar job, but they have different things that they do. So nurses care for the sick. It's interesting, by the way, that we have here the adjective sick. So when you are not feeling well, you can say, I'm not well, I'm sick. But when you use the with this adjective, you make plural. So we have one sick person, and the sick, it means many people who are sick. So, care for, yeah, exactly. So, nurses care for the sick. Firefighters or firemen, what do they do? I think it's also a very complicated job. So, guys, they extinguish a fire. So, one fire, a fire. This is a countable noun here because we have this not just fire in general, but this thing. So extinguish, 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 extinguish a fire. But there is a phrasal verb which is more common and it's put out a fire. Put out a fire. Yeah, so firefighters extinguish fires or they put out fires. So you can say turn off fire. Yeah, it's put out is the word that we would use in this case. All right, so now we have a little quiz. We will practice together so that you will remember these words for a long time. All right, guys, so here we have sentences and you can see the gaps or blanks in these sentences. Let's fill in the blanks together, all right? So the first sentence, John is a fireman. He fires almost every day. By the way, we've just seen this word. So what does John do? Exactly. I can see nice answers. So puts out fires, or you can say extinguishes. Yeah. All right. So John is a fireman. He puts out fires almost every day. Poor John. Really, it's hard. All right. Number two. My Aunt Kim works at the hospital. She's a nurse. Aunt Kim, the sick. And the answer cares for. So, Aunt Kim cares for the sick. All right, number three. My dad's a plumber. By the way, dad's is the contraction of is. My dad is a plumber, or you can make it shorter and you can say, my dad's a plumber. He knows how to blank and water pipes and devices. So what are the words? He knows how to repair or fix and connect water pipes and devices. Number 4, our boss wants to hire a secretary because he doesn't have time to do what? Oh, I have answered take. Exactly. To take phone calls. So our boss wants to hire a secretary because he doesn't have time to take phone calls. Moving on to number 5. I want to become a police officer. To do what, guys? To protect people and keep order. I want to become a police officer to protect people and keep order. I know that many little children, many little boys are dreaming of becoming police officers. All right, let's move on to number 6. My friend Richard works as a waiter in a local cafe. He serves lots of every day. Who does Richard serve, guys? So Richard serves lots of customers. You also can say clients, or if we are talking about cafes and restaurants, you also can call them visitors. So, but here we have customers. Customers, clients, visitors. He serves lots of customers every day. Instead of saying lots of, you can say lots of, schwa sound. He serves lots of customers every day. All right, let's move on to number 7. Jill's one of the best photographers in our town. Jill's is the contraction of is. Jill is or Jill's. I want her to photos at our wedding. What is the missing word? Exactly, yeah. Take. I want her to take photos at our wedding. Number 8. There's a small market not far from where we live. They organic fruits and vegetables there. So what do they do with organic fruits and vegetables, guys? Of course, they sell organic fruits and vegetables. Number 8. My mom's a teacher. I'm sure that for now you know that my mom's, it means my mom is a teacher. What does she do with math at elementary school? She teaches math at elementary school. So we have teach, it's infinitive. She teaches because if it is she or he or it, you would add as. But in our case, we add es because the verb teach finishes in ch. Yeah, and the last one, which is number 10. Nathan lives in New York and works as a cab driver. He people to different places in the city. What does he do, guys? So the answer is he drives people to different places in the city. You could also say he brings people to different places in the city, which is also fine. Yana, you can see the correct answer. Great, Alex, it's correct. All right, guys, I can see your answers. Thank you. Thank you so much for participation. It's very encouraging and it cheers me up, really. All right, so actually, this brings us to the end of our lesson. And I have a few questions for you. So, because you need to practice more, I have a few questions. So, the first one is let me know in the comments below the video what is your job and what are your responsibilities. So, what do you do every day at work? Let me know. It's very interesting to know about you more, guys, really. And I also want to know what is your dream job? So, is your job that you're doing, is it really your dream job? Do you like it? And if not, let me know what job would you like to have? So, what job are you dreaming of? And I'm waiting for your answers. Alright, guys, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel yet, make sure to do so if you'd like to get notified of all our upcoming lessons. And don't forget to hit the bell icon. If you'd like to study with us, you can also visit our website, losangelesenglishschool.com, where you can study with us from any point of the world, and we have lessons on Skype, so if you'd like to check it out. And thank you again for being with me today, guys. I wish you have a fantastic one and see you in my next lesson. Bye.